Just going over a Dear Abby with Seth, I didn't get a chance to get to this morning, but we may do that later. Stacy George, a lot of y'all know Stacy, a former Morgan County Commissioner over there, that you weren't given much of a shot to win that.
Given zero chance.
Now that was what, 4 years ago, 8 years ago, when?
I was in for 8 years, and it's been 5. I've been a correction officer for 5 years now.
Okay.
So
but you were given a zero opportunity a chance to win that.
I had 2 signs. I moved them every morning. I probably put 225,000 miles on my vehicle in 2 years.
Goodness.
So I see people, and if you can connect with people, and you know that as well as anybody, as being the country road out there, when you connect with people, they remember you. And
let's give your mother a shout out this morning. You say she's a big Country Road fan.
Big time, big time. She wanted to make sure I get a picture with you before I leave. So she's big time, big time.
Right. Why on earth, of all the positions you could have chosen to run for,
right,
you wanted to run against Governor Robert Bentley, who, in most people's eyes, has done a fabulous job?
Well, this is the reason I picked this time. I've been planning this since 1997. That's when I got in politics. Governor Hunt married my mom and dad in 1968.
Oh, really?
He was a probate judge and my grandmother's preacher. Wasn't even a registered voter until 1997 and became frustrated with government, okay? Because I thought government was too much in people's business.
Well, still is.
And it still is. It really is. And that's been my philosophy. But I started then, and they said, well, how are you going to win this race? I said, because I started in 1997. When I won the county commissioner race in 2000, it's been 8 years there, but I've been playing this race for a long time. And the reason I picked this time was it sparked interest when Governor Bentley signed the bill, what I consider destroying public education. They called it the Accountability Act that was passed in the legislature. And it basically took $3,500 and is actually give that to the people that already had their children in private schools. And I believe in public schools, and I believe they need to be changed, but I think that when he did that, he hurt my children, and he hurt other people's children.
Now, Governor Bentley's got a couple $1 million in his campaign chest, war chest here to campaign on. As far as I know, is there anybody else running on a Republican ticket?
Well, we have somebody that's suspect come in at the last minute from Scottsboro. He come in 5-10 minutes before the qualifying's over, which looks highly suspect. You know, we don't know. Our strategist thinks that, you know, the Bentley camp may have put him in to split votes. He's from North Alabama. They needed somebody from North Alabama to try to split votes. If he comes out with a lottery plan, I'm going to know what happened.
Should Governor Bentley have any concern with Stacy George running against him?
Well, I really hope he doesn't, because that's what happened last time. I ran against a 3-term incumbent, first time, no chance to win, never been Republican elected, and they really didn't take me serious until they actually come down and did a poll there, probably toward the end, possibly, and then they said, oh my gosh, it's too late. So I hope that that's the way it is, because I put, you know, 35,000 miles on my vehicle probably in the last year and a half, and I've been playing this a long time.
Now you're doing, I'm assuming, a grassroots campaign. How much money you got to spend on this campaign?
Well, we're going to end up having, we're going to have a few fundraisers. I've got some money I'm going to try to pick up today. We couldn't raise money last month.
How do people donate to your campaign?
They donate to my campaign right now by P.O. Box 262, Summerville, Alabama, and you just mail it to Stacy George for governor.
Okay.
That's it. And it'll be on my Facebook. We're getting a website set up. I got a lot of people working with me. It's just that when you're running for governor, it's different. And I knew what it would be like.
It's statewide, yeah.
It's statewide, and I know people all over the state, and people know me. You know, I met Loretta Lynn in Georgiana in 2000. I put my name on the ballot then against Attorney General Bill Pryor. Got endorsed over him in the primary and got 25-26% of the vote as delegate. But I did that to keep my name alive. So a lot of people, you know, it's kind of like Jamie Cooper. You know, if you go anywhere, they're going to know Jamie Cooper because Jamie Cooper's out there, and he keeps his name out there. So Stacy George has kept his name alive. But the biggest thing about Stacy George that people need to know, and especially the people that know me here, I was frustrated with government, and I ran for county commission to clean government up. And I turned over corruption, led to people being put in jail, okay? A lot of things, ethics violations. And that's pretty much what I did, was accountability. But now I'm running for the governor of Alabama to make Alabama better.
Why is it the Republican Party of Morgan County wants to distance themselves from the name Stacy George? Now, why is that?
I'm going to tell you, it started a long time ago. I started getting Democrats. I'd catch them on deals where they were stealing money. And, man, I was Man, they were cheerleaders. They were like, man, you're the best thing.
Why didn't you run on the Democratic ticket? You probably might have had a better shot. Well, now Parker Griffin's running now.
Well, the bottom line is, I'm a Republican, but I'm one of these, I'm not a country club Republican. First of all, I'd rather be playing horseshoes than playing golf. Now, I'll go play golf, but I'd rather drive the golf cart. It's better. It's less dangerous. But I'm a very conservative person, okay, and so many aspects I couldn't be. On social issues, I fall a little short, though. Like with the Medicaid expansion, we got elderly people that need to go in nursing homes and things like that. Now, I was raised on disability Social Security. My dad worked at 3M, fell paralyzed from waist down when I was 12, started pulling weeds in the nursery. So we got the commodity cheese and, the powdered milk or whatever it was, and stood in line, kind of embarrassed, at times, but when I was a kid. But I learned later on, there's people that need help out there. And so on social issues, I'm going to fall a little short of what a lot of conservatives maybe
well, now, what you're playing right now, you want to bring a lottery in the state of Alabama.
Let me tell you something.
All the money goes to Tennessee, Georgia, and Florida.
Yeah, $330 million to Tennessee. I keep it on this frisbee. It's simple. We have $900 million to the state of Georgia, and we've got $1 billion in Florida, and we do not know how much. It's just billions in Mississippi because they have casino gambling. But this is the key. We're estimating between 200 and 250 million, and this number, my strategists keep moving it up. And so I said, guys, why do we keep moving up? They said, well, because the state of Mississippi, a lot of people don't realize this, the state of Mississippi, this whole line here, they do not have a lottery. So a third, that's why they funnel money in to beat it in Alabama, because what's happening is they're going to lose about a third, because a third of their people, they really don't want to gamble. They want to go buy them a lottery ticket. So right now they're having to travel to Tennessee here. So we take that whole line and we capture all that income. So right now we're getting zero. Now I posed this lottery plan back in '99. Segal was putting it on the ballot, but it didn't have any accountability. So when you pick the frisbee up, you turn it over. We throw it, we're losing the money. You pick it up, you capture it. But we have
so that's the
5
purpose
areas.
Of the frisbee.
Exactly, that's it. Because and it's easy, because a lot of times people, you need to make things simple. Government is not complicated. I've been there 8 years. I've watched budgets. I've saw where people steal money. You follow money, and you're going to find where the theft's at. There's going to be some money there. But the bottom line with my plan is, it's all in perpetual motion, and it's all up to the people. Because once this thing's in place, if they decide that they don't like what, the city of Athens is doing with their money that they're going to be getting for downtown development and revitalization, if they don't like what the college system program is, the volunteer pre-K program, the 11th, 12th grade program that I want the ready to work, putting our children in industry here like 3M, they know how many people they're going to need in a few years. Doing that, the general fund, 40, 50 million, and the biggest thing is volunteer fire departments. We're going to give every volunteer fire department.
A lot of them going broke.
A lot of them.
They are. They're in here doing pancake breakfast. I heard they had I think they have a barbecue or something up here in Athens. I think you hear you mention it some. Now listen, these folks take time away from their family already. So every day, and then at night they get called. They do this for free. Now I've worked with volunteer fire departments all my life. Okay, during county commission, been around it and supported them every time. But this is the deal. In Morgan County, there's 22 volunteer fire departments. We're going to add a rescue squad, because rescue squad doesn't get anything, usually. Now, in Morgan County, we're fortunate they get some ad valorem tax from the county. But this is the key. No matter how small the community or how large, Morgan County is an example. You take 23, you got 67 counties. Every county is going to get the same amount. They're going to get $40 to $50 million, depending on $200 to $250 million. You're going to divide that by 67, a little over $500,000 per county. You're going to take that and divide that by 23. And everybody's going to get a share. It's going to be a little over, if it's $40 million, they're going to get about $15,000 steady income.
All right, let me change the subject on that. Governor Bentley is a very popular governor, especially in this area, since he just helped pull that Remington deal off. But now they said they did that without the state. That was more a Huntsville, Limestone, Morgan County venture.
Cities.
Well, it was, and we put money in. I was county commissioner. We gave that big check. I think it was $1 million for this robotics center. But now look, this was 6 years ago. Okay, so when you give money to something, you have to have a plan, like that building there. We did that in Morgan County. I understand that. Industrial recruitment is having something ready for somebody to come, right? So that's what they did. Now, Governor Bentley is reaping a lot of benefits for things that maybe Governor Riley's been in 8 years. You usually don't reap benefits immediately. If I win governor, the first thing I'm going to do, every business we get the first 4 years, I'm going to say, Governor Bentley.
He ain't even taking a check.
You know, that's a good point. But you know what? They asked me if I'm going to take a check. I said, yes, I am. I'm going to take every bit of that money that I'm earning. Okay, and I'm going to earn it. Now, my bottom line is nobody does anything for free. Now, and you get what you pay for. That's what I say. Okay, so I'm going to work every day, and I'm going to worry about, you know, the gas price. I drive 47 miles.
They just went up 10 cents yesterday.
Exactly.
It always does that before we go to the beach.
It does, but you know what?
Constantly.
Newt says we can get it $2.50 a gallon.
Yeah.
Now, I was a big Newt fan, but there are things we can do. We have shell deposits all through North Alabama. They call it fracking. You'll take them and you'll squeeze it. You know, North Dakota's just, you know, they don't even know what to do with the money. They got everything tapped off. They found all kind of natural gas. But you know, that's
is that here too?
It's here. It's here, right through North Alabama. Yeah, shell deposits everywhere. So the bottom line is we're going to have to start looking at that. Okay, we're going to start, and under my administration, we're going to spend some money doing that. Okay, and we're going to move Alabama forward.
Well, let me ask you the most simple question out there, Stacy, and you answer this because you basically don't have a snowball chance in hell of beating Governor Bentley a governor.
I do.
You think you do?
Let me tell you why I do.
I say that because that's what most people think of you.
Exactly, and that's the key. People don't realize how many people I know in this state. Okay?
You better know a whole lot if you're going to beat him.
Well, I know, but now
how you going to throw across the state?
I haven't found anybody that's excited about Governor Bentley. Now, when I went with Governor Riley all over the state, and we got some disagreements because of his tax increase. I opposed that, and had a little falling out there. But the bottom line is, I can't find anybody that. Now, this is the most positive I've heard about Governor Bentley. I find nothing. He has no state employee support at all. He has no teacher support. He has no base there. And he is the most unbased governor that we've ever had. Now, I picked this race, too, because he's the weakest governor we've ever had. Now, Fob James was next. But Governor Bentley is weak. And without a third person in here, this race will be over. And it's going to make history because people are not going to understand it. They're going to say,
and this is your first live interview?
This is my first real live interview that in depth. It sure is. And
so when you get elected, what position can we expect to get in the state of Alabama?
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you in that country rover, and we may call it the governor's rover.
You could give me a, okay, I'll take that.
You drive me around because, see, that way you make a conversation. If I don't know them,
have you ever seen the governor's mansion at Fort Morgan? It's been abandoned for about 30. Have you ever seen it?
Yes.
It's been abandoned. That's our favorite place to visit.
Yes,
it's been abandoned for like 24, 50, 30 years, and it's sitting on 2 acres on the Gulf.
Right. It's just a waste of property.
Totally dilapidated.
See, you know what? This is the
thing.
You
could move us in there.
Well, we could, but we take this money, this lottery money for downtown development, revitalization. But you know what? We spent a lot of money on the Morgan County Courthouse. I did. Now, that's the oldest courthouse in the state of Alabama. It's Summerville.
Oh, Summerville, yeah.
Yes. We took the bricks off. I paid
out
of my district funds.
During spring and music there.
Exactly. Exactly. But this is the biggest thing. You've got to preserve, and this is the reason I want to do this, give the city some money, okay? Because we need to preserve our history.
All right, I'm running out of time. What is why should people vote Stacy George coming up in June against Governor Bentley? Why should they vote for you for governor?
I'm going to tell you why. Because I want you to take a look. I want you to listen. Okay? Look and listen and watch. And I want the people of Alabama to decide and make a decision on who do you want, what face do you want in Alabama, dealing with business, which I've dealt with all the business here in North Alabama. Okay? The voice do you want to hear? Do you want Dr. Robert Bentley or do you want Stacy George? And I think people, once the message is out, 3 things win an election: message, money, and manpower. Any 2 of those in excess with a little bit of the other can win.
So right now you just got the message.
I got the message and the manpower. I've got unbelievable manpower because most people work.
And now you've just given me a position in your new
exactly.
Well, I'm getting the governor's mansion.
Exactly.
Way to go.
Man, we're gonna. I'm gonna bring the people with me that I know.
Well, tell your mama hello. Thanks for watching all these years, and good luck. And I'm sure we'll be keeping in touch. We can get you back up here as we go from there. And
I appreciate you having me here. I really do.
And good luck all over the state of Alabama. You got a long road to hoe, but if anybody can do it, it's probably you.
Yeah, as long as I got gas in that tank. I'm going to get on TV and I'm going to meet people.
Tell everybody out the prison I said hello next time you see them. All right, don't forget Love and Respect Marriage Conference at Lindsay Lane. Y'all need to register for that. It's the 7th and the 8th. That Friday night, that Saturday morning. We'll be there, according to my current wife. So
I don't know. I may send you by yourself.
We'll see a lot of y'all at the ball game today over at Wallace State at 1:30. So go Athens, and we'll see y'all there. We got to go. Bye.
Bye-bye.